Winning by letting go. The power of surrender. Buenos dias. Welcome to a new morning show, Monday through Friday, 4:80 a.m. Eastern Time. Buenos dias. It's wacky Wednesday. And yes, it is May 15th. Happy birthday, Ronnie. And to all of you celebrating a birthday today, it's wacky. Do you have this problem? We don't, but I want to know if you do. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, you are seeing it. It's a fake haircut. Let me know if you are struggling with the same. I really love when he goes to the side. He's like, "Oh no, you missed it over here." I love it. Do you have the problem? Again, let me know. And it's a wacky day. And why don't we just go ahead and go for our dad joke of the day? All right, so I stayed up all night trying to figure out where the sun was. Then it dawned on me. Oh, bada boom. Let me see if Zito. Did you hear that wonderful joke?
It was so good.
Oh wait, I can't hear you. One more time.
It was so good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been waiting for this moment.
No one's been waiting. Everyone's waiting.
No one's been waiting.
There's only one, I guess, who's been waiting. That's you.
We have the weatherman, Jimmy Zito. What's the weather, man?
There's some type of tornado watch, and there's a lot of really nasty clouds all around. And I hear thunder from far away. And this one wants to come right back home. So something could be coming. But there's a tornado watch, apparently.
You want to do that? So Beyonce was right. There's a tornado in my city. Thank you, Mr. Zito, for the weather report today. I heard some people in Hunters Creek lost their power last night. And yeah, keep safe out there. Thank you, Mr. Zito. We'll leave you to your walk so Poppy can have some privacy.
All right.
And leave a comment if you want more Zito. Woo!
Nobody wants more Zito. Only you.
All right. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. And that was Senor Zito. This week, we've been learning how to quit. And we had some TED Talks, right? And there's been some discussions that I've had with Jimmy. And then, so I wanted to put those two TED Talks together, Sarah and Jasmine, and put in my own wording because it's something that I believe to be important. So we're just gonna leave it right here and learning how to quit. And what do I mean by that? So let's chat for a second. I just want to keep it right here. Okay, cool. So surrendering, letting go. I got some slides, but before we go to the slides, I had a hard time coming up with a title, or actually not a title. I had the title. It's hard to say I'm quitting XYZ. And they're so right. There's a, I really want to call it manipulation, programming on this quitting. And I watched another TED Talk, which I may share tomorrow, from a guy back in the 1850s, and how he started this whole self improvement. And so anyway, I had it was hard. It was hard to say, because there's a few things that I have shared about my job, but we're talking about quitting in the sense of surrendering. And so I want to bring up these slides and just really wanted to share that it is absolutely still hard to say I'm quitting XYZ. All right. So one of the things I've been doing in the channel, and I've done it in the 2 seasons, is the 75 Heart Challenge, or what I call Journey, because what I wanted to say is like, I quit challenges, I quit coaching, I quit YouTube. I mean, all these things were coming up into the sense that I didn't want to feel enslaved to these things. And that's why I'm sharing this, and just bring light to myself and to share what because I used the word quit. It's a trigger word for me, even as I say it. What I want to say is the power of surrendering. And I talked about it a little bit in the video description on Monday, but I didn't bring it up. So I definitely wanted to bring it up today and what that means. And so with the nourishment time, when I went to NTA, Nutritional Therapy Association, and became an NTC, I became really, or even before that, when Jimmy started doing research on primal diet, like we were so crazy radical, really. And like we quit stuff like hardcore. It was actually longer for me to do it. Like I still had like a little bit of the bread here and a little bit of the rice. I was hiding things until I cleaned it out, right? And so it's fair to say that I became very like obsessive with finding everything clean, and man, groceries were very expensive. Um, Mr. Zito, can I get a headset? Sorry, guys. There's this computer. It's creating noises that I'm not even sure if you guys are able to hear or not. But so I want to surrender. Thank you, sir. Oh, he's so lovely. I want to surrender the intensity that I can put into getting everything right, because when you like are so constricted, then I lose it. Then I have, like the bad food, quote unquote, or the things that are not good. And really, sorry, I'm looking for the thing. It's digestion starts in the brain. And I forget that all the time. So if I'm stressing myself out, ooh, can you guys hear me better? Yeah. So I want to surrender to what's in front of me. Uh, Having this mold remediation and not being home and being in 2 Airbnbs, as much as you plan things out to like go grocery shopping, do this, like life gets in the way. And there are going to be times where I will not have access to organic, grass fed, or any of that. And I want to surrender to having it all right instead of just continuing my journey into settling down and remembering that digestion starts in the brain and starts with that gratitude, and whatever I'm receiving, it's going to nourish my body. So I wanted to do, because I have like 9 days left, And so when it comes to that, is that during all these sudden moves or travels, like if you're traveling, and I'm so grateful for my mom. Whenever we do a road trip, she likes to make sandwiches. And obvious, like for me right now, having bread is not the best. However, my mom making me a sandwich is completely different. I actually took that. I didn't feel any bloating, none of that. Versus when I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I eating? It was this gratitude. So just surrendering to what's given to me. And also, we had a moment because I've gone into people, I've been in people's homes as a guest and said, sorry, I'm not doing bread, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. And it was like all this list. And I still regret, I actually regret not, like, it was a trip to Canada. Went to Vancouver to see my uncle, my aunt, my cousin, and they took us to one of their best friends, who makes fresh bread. Like, yeah, he makes it scratch, and I said no to that. And I'm like thinking about, like, man, I totally missed out. So anyway, so that's what I mean in the power of surrendering in gratitude. So that's like my first thing that I want to surrender, to continue in the mindset of this is like nourishing, like given to me, and knowing that that's what I have, and that's what I get. And so not being so crazy. So I surrendering to the crazy here of everything being clean, super duper clean. The movement part, guys. Jimmy said the tornado watch. I could hear the thunder, so I might go through this a little bit more quick. So, letting go of the fact on the minutes. I started with 25 in this journey, and I last week 45, and then the past 3 days nothing. Like zero walking with the rain. Like, can you walk in the rain? Yes, sure. Part of the hard challenge. Are you gonna walk in a tornado? No. So surrendering to what's going on, and it's funny because I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure you don't, but I hear the thunder. Right. Let's move on to the next one. Water, drinking water that is not from my Berkeley. Just accepting water for the fact. So should I wait for my Berkeley water or dehydrate myself? Yeah, exactly. I want to keep hydrated. The 10 pages, 2 pages, like a paragraph of The Richest Man of Babylon, like the story that I read yesterday about the camel trader was like 2 to 3 pages. However, so impactful, so full of goodies, and I get goosebumps. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. So just keeping that in mind, that when time is limited and there's appointments, there's contractors waiting for me, giving myself compassion that I woke up late, and so therefore only have like to do just like one little small chapter. That's what I have. Next, well, this one has flown out. Like, they have not been progress, not one, like maybe one progress picture from the beginning. And from the beginning, I said, okay, this is way too much. One, to not to be critical of my own body, but then two, like having to at a certain time take a picture of myself. Mm-mm. If I could just be more freeing, just letting go. Well, in a sense, I still very self conscious about my body image. What I have noticed, and I told Jimmy this last week, when I dress up, like, meaning I'm not wearing like a t-shirt and sweatpants or yoga pants, man, I feel so much better. And maybe this is one I'll consider. This is taking those a picture of those moments when I'm feeling amazing in the clothes that I'm wearing. So anyway, so that's the update on that one, and then surrendering to that. Alcohol. Okay, so absolutely, I've had Chardonnay wine. I found out that this is like the only wine that doesn't blow me up, which is amazing. Poppy looks so sad. So it's surrendering to the things that serve you and the things that don't. So Bacardi, my margaritas, as much as I love my margaritas, has been very challenging and definitely a burning sensation. The activity hike, the tennis actually happened once or twice in this journey. The long walks, yes. And in the past 3 weeks since this whole thing, not at all. We don't have a pool, which was one of the ways that I was really integrating the pool because it was more than 60 minutes and I was having a blast. And I love that. So I want to go back to that because it is very relaxing for my joints and also for my soul. So that's been it. That's been the update for me as I share about surrendering. Did you guys hear that? I am definitely gonna let you guys go because the power may go out because there's a tornado or a tornado watch warning, whatever that is. Thank you for joining. What are you currently shifting into surrendering in your lifestyle? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for checking out our morning show, and we will see you tomorrow.
I took a stroll downtown this evening.